all join in. When Sandra plays the trumpet, it makes a lovely sound, and Mervyn on his drum kit can be heard for miles around. Stephanie is brilliant when she plays the violin, but the very best of all is when we all join in. Matthew and Tilly. They rode bikes together and they played hide and seek together. They sold lemonade together. When business was slow, they played sidewalk games together. And sometimes they ate ice cream cones together. "Stop being so picky," Matthew said. "You're always so picky and stinky and mean." "Well, you're so stupid," Tilly said. "You're so stupid and stinky and mean." Matthew stomped up the stairs by himself. Tilly found a piece of chalk and began drawing numbers and squares on the sidewalk by herself. Upstairs, Matthew got out his cash register and got some cans so he could play store. He piled the cans extra high and he put prices on everything. This is the best store he had ever made, probably because that picky and stinky and mean old Tilly wasn't around to mess it up. But he didn't have a customer, and playing store wasn't much fun without a customer. Matthew looked out the window and wondered what Tilly was doing. Tilly looked up at Matthew's window and wondered what he was doing. She smiled just a little. That was enough for Matthew. "I'm sorry," he called. "So am I," said Tilly. Together again. Chalk Talk. There's an art festival going on in the community of Jasper Place. It's called Pastels on Pavement. Everyone can join in the fun. They just need a set of giant pastels, an idea for a picture, and a square on the pavement to draw in. In a few hours, beautiful chalk drawings will cover the pavement. You and your friends can draw sidewalk pictures too. You can even make your own chalk. Here's how. What you need is plaster of Paris, powdered paint, red, yellow, and blue, hot water, liquid dish soap, measuring spoons, plastic containers, mixing spoon, spatula, and foil wrap. What you do is you measure the plaster of Paris into a plastic container, add one of the 3 colors of powdered paint to make other colors mix 2 colors together. Yellow and blue make green. Yellow and red make orange. Red and blue make purple. To make darker shades, add more paint. Mix the powdered paint and plaster of Paris together with a spoon. Add the hot water and mix well. Add the liquid soap and mix well. Scrape the mixture out of the plastic container with a spatula. Shape the mixture into a thick stick. Rub a dab of water over any cracks in the stick. Set the stick on the foil wrap to harden overnight. Wash the color off your hands and follow the steps again to make chalk sticks of other colors. Have fun with your pastels on pavement, just like Brienne and Daniel. Story go round. "I hate having the chicken pox," Jamal cried. "I'm itchy. I'm tired of being in the house. I want to do something with my friends." "Not just yet," said Jamal's mom. "Why don't you read another book, or draw some pictures, or write a story?" "It's no fun doing things by myself. I want to—" Suddenly, Jamal stopped. Her mom had given her an idea. She ran to the phone to call Donna. Jamal got off the phone and went straight to her computer. She and her friends could do something after all. They could write a story together. Jamal started the story and emailed it to Donna. It was to Donna from Jamal. One afternoon, Morgan decided to take her dog Winston for a walk. She put on his leash and they headed out the door. "Now you be good," Morgan said to Winston as they started down the sidewalk. Donna added to the story. She sent it to Brendan, and it was from Donna. Morgan saw Arvid watering his mom's flowers. Actually, he was watering more of the sidewalk. Then she noticed Reem going into the ice cream store again. Now Winston saw quite different things. Brendan wrote about the things he imagined Winston would see and sent the story to Alden. It was sent to Alden and it came from Brendan. Winston spied a butterfly by the flowers and pulled on his leash to get closer. Next, he spotted a blob of ice cream and pulled even harder on his leash to get a lick. "Winston, be a good dog," said Morgan. They continued on their walk. Alden continued the story and emailed it to Mohammed. It was sent to Mohammed from Alden. Around the corner, Morgan saw two boys flying kites in the field. She watched a little black squirrel hiding nuts in a hole in the tree. But Winston? Mohammed wrote about what he imagined Winston would do and sent the story back to Jamal to finish. He sent it to Jamal and it was from Mohammed. Winston yanked the leash right out of Morgan's hands. He chased after the kites trying to catch the flying tails. He dashed round and round the tree trying to catch the squirrel's bushy tail. And then Jamal finished the story and printed it off. You can guess what happened to Winston. He got all tangled up around the tree. When Morgan finally untangled him, she said, "Winston, I thought I told you to be a good dog." Then she picked Winston up and carried him home. Jamal read the story. What a great way to write a story. Write it with your friends. Food Bank Superheroes. We walked shoulder to shoulder to keep warm. Bill, then Amy, Locke, me, and Nate. Locke, our new friend, was right in the middle. This was his first winter in Canada. On cold days like this, he missed his old home in Hong Kong. We stopped to read a big poster in front of the library. Food Bank Skate-a-thon on Saturday, January 10 at the York Street Rink from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. Get your pledge sheet at the library. What's a skate-a-thon? Asked Locke. It's when you get people to sponsor you for skating around the rink, I said. The more laps you skate, the more money you make. Let's go in the skate-a-thon together, said Bill. That would be fun. We'd be helping the food bank at the same time, I said. And skating would keep us warm, shivered Nate. Can you skate, Locke? Asked Amy. No, I don't even have skates, he said. We'll find you some skates, I said. Let's go in and get our pledge sheets. Getting our families and neighbors to sponsor us in the skate-a-thon was easy, but finding skates for Locke was hard. His feet were big. We put up signs at school with our names and phone numbers. Skates needed fast, boys size 5. Only one person called, a boy in grade 5. You might not want these skates, he warned. My sister sort of painted them. Sort of. The skates were covered in paint. Eye-popping, neon, pink paint. They were bright, and I mean bright. Locke just said, thanks. If they fit, they'll be fine. They fit perfectly. Now Locke just had to learn to skate. No problem, we figured. He was good at gym, so we were surprised when he kept falling on the ice. Up, down, up, down. I can't do it, he yelled. Yes, you can, I yelled back. There's no time. The skate-a-thon's tomorrow. Just pretend they're superhero skates, said Bill. Locke finally skated partway around the rink before he fell down. I'll never learn to skate in time, he said sadly. Time for a huddle, said Amy. Huddling was good for 2 reasons. It helped us think, and it kept us warm. Okay, I said as we broke up the huddle. Bring your stuff to the rink tomorrow. The next day at the rink, Amy handed us capes made from her mom's old red curtains. We wrote on the backs of them with a marker, Food Bank Superheroes. Bill, Nate, and I passed out knee pads and elbow pads that we had borrowed from our brothers and sisters. Great, said Locke. I still have bruises from practicing. Then Locke showed us his skates. He had turned them into real superhero skates by painting orange and yellow flames along the sides. We got dressed, linked arms, and marched onto the ice. Food Bank Superheroes, Food Bank Superheroes, we chanted. Around and around the rink we skated, arms linked so Locke wouldn't fall. The crowd cheered. Around and around we went until we needed to rest. You take a break, panted Locke. I think I can go by myself now. We cheered along with everyone else as Locke skated by himself around the rink. He wobbled a lot, but he didn't fall once.